Okay, getting over the flu here, so my voice is a little hoarse, but wanted to do a short video about an issue I had with the scope. It's Athlon Talos 4-14. Very nice scope, first focal plane. The problem with it is the side parallax is very hard to adjust. It's okay if you're on the bench and you can set up for a known distance and turn it where you want it to, but out in the field when you're hunting, say squirrel hunting, and the distances are changing all the time and you got the gun shouldered and you're trying to turn this, it's very difficult. So I saw a post where somebody had recommended the UTG side wheel, and I got it on a number of my UTG scopes, and it works very well. And they said it would fit onto the diameter of this side wheel, and it does. On the UTG scope, they got the little indentations around the side wheel adjustment, and in the side wheel here, it's got the little indentations or nubs too that fit in, and there's two adjustment screws on opposite sides. When you screw them in, they don't go all the way in and touch the scope knob, but they push the rubber in, and that's enough to hold it. But that's not the case on the side wheel here, since it's not made, it's not the same indentations. It will fit on there and it's almost a perfect fit, but if you go turning it, you can see here the side wheel itself doesn't move. So here, I actually bought two of these because I got two Athlon scopes. Here are the screws that come with this wheel, and luckily I was able to go to Home Depot and find a longer screw. And the longer screw will go through this threaded fitting and go all the way through the rubber to where it can engage the side parallax wheel itself. I installed it on my other scope, and it does turn the wheel. It may leave an indentation on the wheel itself, but my main concern is so I can operate the side wheel quickly out in the field when I need to. So these screws, and these are metric, look to be about 1/4 of an inch, and the screws I bought, which are 12 millimeter, which is slightly under 1/4 of an inch. So basically, if I can get this out, you can pull out this rubber piece, and they have a nub on either side where the screws meet up. And I took a drill and drilled through where the original set screws were engaging, just to make it an easier pathway for these new longer screws to go through. And it's just a matter of installing the new screws. Now, the holes here aren't large enough to engage the new screws through the outside. You have to install them from the inside, and basically you run your Allen wrench through here and hold the screws, the longer screws, for alignment, and back them out, and then you can reinstall your rubber piece. Okay, we'll go ahead and take out these original screws. And like I said, you have to back them into the inside to take them out. There's one out. I think they put a little bit of a Loctite or something, or the threads don't get engaged real well. A little stiff. And once again, these are M4 by 7 12 millimeter long screws. Insert your Allen wrench on the outside, put the cup point on the end of the Allen wrench. Hold your finger against it and line up the screw and back it out. It will eventually hit against here, and a little bit of this will be sticking in, but you'll have enough play to get your rubber piece back in. Okay, I went ahead and drilled these little nubs out where the set screws originally were hitting or touching, and basically line them up, squeeze in the rubber piece. You have to push them in a little bit. Okay, let's see if I can coax this on. Of course, I don't think the range wheel is going to match up with this scope, but it's the price you pay for okay, there it is on there. There's a lip on the outside that keeps it from going too far in. And it's just a matter of snugging up the set screws until they bite into the parallax wheel on the scope itself. Had to get some light so I could see this small hole light pour. Okay, got them tightened down. And if you can see the marking there, as you turn the wheel, it turns also. So it's holding. I have minimal clearance, but I do have clearance between the scope and the scope ring and the side wheel. So hopefully this stands up in the field, and certainly it's easy to adjust the parallax with one hand now.